I guess I would say I have two personal workspaces that I keep for myself. One, and both of them require a personal like desk and computer and chair that I sit at, and for the most part only I sit at. And there's one at work and there's one at home, but they both serve the same function so that I can move back and forth more comfortably because work never really ends at a traditional, during a traditional work day. And then I guess to a further extent, like the third personal workspace would definitely be my mobile phone because in between the two like formal spaces, I'm like still constantly like plugged into what's going on and can do things and reply back to people and put plans in motion from the mobile phone.
I would leave work and feel kind of exhausted. Um, and then I was less likely to do fun things in the evening because I felt like I needed to rest up because the next day was just going to be so exhausting as well. Um, or kind of in the night, I would be a little bit bummed that I had to get up in the morning and do it again. But since I enjoy what I do, uh, it doesn't feel as heavy. Um, and uh, I think also how I feel when I leave work depends on what I'm doing after. Because
Mm.
I suppose, as many people do, I have a bit of a propensity to think about what's next rather than what I'm doing at that moment.
Mhm.
But one thing that I've liked about living in New York is you never really know what everyone's up to. And I live in the East Village, and there are always a bunch of people doing a lot of different things. And I think to myself, absolutely no one out here knows what was going on way up there. And now here I am, just one of the thousands of people swarming around. And I kind of like just watching people. I like that I have a walk in between. So I walk from Astor Place up to 14th Street and get on the subway at 3rd and 14th. And um, I like that I don't go directly to a subway, directly to Underground, because a lot of the time I've been indoors for a lot of the
Mhm.
day, and it's nice to be forced outside. It makes me feel re-energized, even if I'm not that tired, but still. And it reminds me, uh, I think that uh, I spend a lot of the day with the same people in my office, and I walk probably about a mile on my way to work and a mile on my way home. And it's a nice reminder of everything else that's going on. So I could imagine that I could get pretty focused on something that I don't want to be focused on just because it's such an easy routine to get into.